93. We're diving into the market now. We are seeing the Dow falling 200 points as big tech slides ahead of earnings. So we got major earnings coming out this week. Big Mag 7 companies announcing. We had Google, Tesla last week, but now we have Apple, Meta, Amazon, and all the other companies. Besides Nvidia, we don't have Nvidia, but we have a lot of other major names as well announcing earnings this week. So we're waiting for those companies to announce. And then we also have investors waiting for trade deals, guys. Our government is hopeful that these trade deals will happen. Many trade deals, as Donald Trump says, and we're waiting for really China to de-escalate the situation, as we're about to talk about here. So we have stocks falling today amid a drop in shares of big tech names reporting earnings this week. Wall Street is also awaiting any progress on trade deal negotiations. We have the Dow Jones Industrial Average moving 202 points lower. The S&P 500 declining 0.9%, and then we have the NASDAQ dropping 1.3%. We have S&P bogged down by pullback in shares of Magnificent Seven companies that are slated to report over the coming days. Amazon fell around 2%, Microsoft shedding more than 1%. Meanwhile, Meta Platforms and Apple sliding 0.5 and 0.4 respectively. We also have this we want to talk about. Earnings results have been somewhat strong for the prior quarter, with 73% of companies reporting beating analyst estimates so far, slightly below the 5-year average of 77% according to FactSet data, guys. So that's really interesting to know. Wall Street is lowering expectations for the second quarter and full year as companies come out with uncertain guidance because of President Donald Trump's tariffs. All right, guys, we do want to talk about this here. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent coming out. He said he believes that it's up to China to de-escalate because they sell 5 times more to the United States than what the United States sells to China, guys. And so the 120, 145 with the fentanyl tariff are unsustainable, guys, as that's what Scott Bessent says on CNBC's Squawk Box. His comments come after Donald Trump said last week that discussions with China were underway, refuting China's claims of no trade talks between the two countries. So we're really waiting on trade deals with especially China, as China really needs us because they send a lot of stuff here, guys, on trade, and they really need us. So we're hopefully in a good position, but they're trying to play this chicken game with us, and it's just gonna I think backfire on their end. So who knows? We'll see what China does in the next few weeks. There was rumors that Donald Trump was going to meet with President Xi and within the next month. China is a big target for Donald Trump, as we've been getting our butts kicked by China on trade for a long time, guys. So this is the news here. CNBC live updates, guys. I'll leave this in the description below. But we are diving now into the account. We have the account sitting at 26 here, total market value 13 in, and then we have a cash balance of 13. So pretty much half in the market, half on the sidelines. And that's what we pretty much like, guys. We like staying half. If it's obviously a bull market, we like to put everything, most of it in to really take advantage of that bull market, but we don't know what this market is going to present itself in the next few months. It could come back down, guys. We don't know. So we saw the market really rip pre-market to a high of 553 as S&P 500, ticker symbol SPY. And we saw that high there, and then we saw it really come down just because everyone's, uncertain what this week's going to bring with the earnings, and then also with trade deals, guys. So we don't know what's going to happen with the government and these trade deals, and if it's actually going to happen. We've been waiting for these trade deals to happen for a long time. So we saw a really big run on Friday, leading to this high here today. and then now people again being uncertain, have FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt with this market. So we see it really selling off down to the 545.02 and then bouncing back up, now trading at the 547 here. So we look at the 6 month, guys. We see making a high here in February, 611 on the S&P 500, making a low of 479, now trading at the 547. So that is pretty much on the S&P 500, how that's reacting to this market. So now we want to do the buy of the day. I think we're still uncertain if we want to trim, especially with earnings here, guys. With these companies announcing earnings, I think we're just going to hold this week as far as trimming. So that is the news on if we're going to be trimming. We do see quite hefty open P&Ls here of what, since the last few weeks we've been seeing nothing really, but we now we're seeing Tesla really at a 43 open P&L, Hood, Palantir, and such. So we're going to hold off on trimming just to see what this market brings. I think we're optimistic on these earnings, and hopefully optimistic on these trade deals. So now for the buy of the day, guys, for the $50 buy of the day, we see Nvidia here, down here, over 3%. And at the 106, we see IonQ down 3%, over 3%. DraftKings, is I think the best deal right now as far as RSI levels go, just because we see these RSI levels still over fair value. Same with Nvidia's a little bit over fair value range on Nvidia. But let's check out these other stocks, guys. I think we're gonna go with probably the bottom two here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with either Nvidia or DraftKings really is presenting a deal here at the 40 RSI level, which we kind of like just because RSI indicator determines if a company is oversold or overbought. That's the closest thing to oversold values. So I think, guys, although we really want to add into Nvidia, just because Nvidia at below 110 is a deal for us, and below 100 is even more of a deal what we saw previous weeks. But we have Nvidia. Our Nvidia position is quite big, and if we see it here over 1,000 market value, whereas DraftKings we only have it $142 in there. So that is the main reason why we're going to be adding it to Nvidia, because the best RSI deal here at 40 below fair value and oversold values, and it's the lowest right now RSI in the portfolio. And just to add to that position as well, guys. So let's go ahead and add into DraftKings here. So buying one share, guy. Actually, no, we're gonna do. Yeah, let's just do one share, guys. 32. Typically we do a $50 buy, but since it's trading under our daily buy, we're just going to do one share, guys. So let's just go do one share of DraftKings, 32.77 amount. All right, that is DraftKings. Got it at 32.76, guys. 32.76, one share. Adding that share to the portfolio. And so we still see DraftKings down, that we're down on, lowering our average price too, so that was good as well. So that is pretty much, we're not going to trim, guys, today, although it's really tempting us to. We do have Tesla really ripping it this past week, just because, earnings, Elon leaving Doge, and then also the government really making it easier to remove that red tape as far as autonomous vehicles go. So, Tesla really killing it. Hood, announcing earnings this week. We think they're going to kill it. Palantir, always killing it. They're announcing earnings, I believe, the 5th. IonQ, we do have quite a hefty position with 16 shares over fair value range. Netflix, really killing it after their earnings. Microsoft announced his earnings this week. We're awaiting that. Oracle, we added this to the portfolio not too long ago, and it's already killing it. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much our session today, session number 93. If you guys are not in the Discord yet, go over to the Discord. We do one session a week on YouTube, guys. One session a week on YouTube, and then everything else is posted in the Discord. So if you guys want more content, go over to mogulfellows.com. Check out membership. It's still free to join the Discord, not for long though. All right, guys. That's session number 93. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed here yet, please consider subscribing and then smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Till next time, hit the outro.